The point I was given this opportunity, I was probably at the lowest point in my life. I had been forced to retire. I was going through numerous eye surgeries. Didn't know not know what my future was going to be in terms of that, and I was pretty much at home, virtually in the dark. And I got a phone call and asking me if I could get them into the schools, which something I've been doing for 41 years. So I go, sure. And it grew from 6 schools in that first year to over 23,000 students so far over the next 7 years I've been involved. So it's like a dream come true. Plus, that initial program has spawned off 4 or 5 other programs that I feel really, really strong about. So I can only say it's like a dream come true. I mean, I could not have dreamed this opportunity. Okay, history of jazz is the first thing we developed. We pretty much go into schools and take a live band, and we talk through the history of jazz, development of jazz from Emancipation Proclamation, 1865, right up until about 1970. The development of jazz from New Orleans to Chicago to New York and the whole shot. How it spread internationally, the personalities, the various periods and styles, and we interject musical performance with that, and we have the kids participate by answering questions, clapping along, singing along. So it's a really high energy, multifaceted program that, as I said, it has grown from 6 schools in that first year, and over the next 6, 7 years, we've seen 25,000 kids. So evidently, we're doing something right. That's something that we came up with a year ago or so. We're trying to do something in the after school programs with a smaller audience, a bit younger audience. Attention span is a little bit different. And so the journey with the history of jazz didn't really work very well for them. And Steve had this idea about creating like a game show, like Family Feud or something like that, where we put the kids in the teams. I talk about various aspects of jazz, take one musician with me who plays music, and the kids have this game where after I tell a story, they try to figure out the answer, kind of a multiple choice kind of a book that they get. And the team that gets the most points wins. They get cookies, candy, whatever. But the main thing is they're learning and they're having fun. That's the main thing. And they're learning about this great tradition of jazz and creativity that developed in this country. Yeah, that's another dream. I think it was Lee Maidenberg who asked me if there was something you could do. What would you want to do? And I'm like, well, we used to have jazz festivals for high school guys, college guys, and those things kind of died because of lack of funding. I wish I could develop a high level program to bring in really good jazz bands, have them perform, do clinics, do master classes, just really get all of it done in one day to really raise the level of jazz performance in the area. And this is our third year, and we are now putting bands from all over the state of Florida and some of the top bands in the nation, as a matter of fact, because the structure of the program, the people we have working with us as partners in terms of the instructional staff from the colleges and whatnot, people are inspired by it because it is very, very unique. There are very few programs like it anywhere in the country. So that's something else that we're proud of, and we are also now beginning to compartmentalize that and go in and do kind of jazz boot camp in the schools. So the next leg of that program is going to be called Young Lions in the Schools. We actually take the Young Lions format and take it into a band room and break the kids down, give them private lessons, master classes, a whole shot, improvisation, rehearse the band, and have it all done in 2 hours. Take 8 professionals in there and just really give them the experience of a lifetime.